guys, so this is a super impromptu video. It's been quite a while since I've made a Harry Potter video. I've steered away from it for a while, but I wanted to make something today, super impromptu. I thought I was gonna record something about Animal Crossing today, but I guess not. So this weekend I was actually binge watching Harry Potter movies. I wanted to look up all the different book cover art around the world because me and Sebastian had this conversation about cover art. So today, this is what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna look up a bunch of cover art from around the world of all the Harry Potter books and react to them, maybe rate them. I also want to preface this by saying I respect all artists and what they do. Some cover art might not be my cup of tea, but it does not mean that they're bad. So number one is the cover art for the United Kingdom. The books that I grew up with were obviously the English books. I did grow up with also the French books, but I'm not sure if the cover art is different. I don't really remember. I'm biased to this art because it's the one that I grew up with. But yeah, I'm curious to those of you who haven't grown up with this cover art, what you actually think of it, if you actually like it or not, because I love it, but I don't know if people from other places won't think the same. You guys probably won't. So it says this is the very first edition of the Harry Potter series that was ever published. These original covers were done by the Bloomsbury team in 1997. And we also know that Thomas Taylor did the illustrations. It says here that Australia, Canada, and India chose to use the same cover art by Thomas Taylor. So that's interesting, I didn't know that.
10 Pondering Harrys out of 10.
Okay, next we have the United States of America. So this is the old US Harry Potter books. I didn't know that they had a different look. I have seen this art before, but I always thought that it was like a new version of the books. I didn't know that it was actually the first ones that the US got. It's kind of like a mesh between the original UK cover art and the new UK cover art. It's kind of like a mesh of both, to me anyways. Here's the first American edition that appeared in 1997 and was published by Scholastic. I remember Scholastic. The first thing people notice when they see Harry Potter book covers is the fact that the title is not the same as the English version. It was changed to Sorcerer's Stone because the American publishers believe that children won't read the books if they have the philosopher word in the title. The Brazilian editions also picked these covers for their translated versions of the book. I didn't know that also.
9 Sorcerer's Stones out of 10.
So this is the new US Harry Potter cover art. These ones are nice. I actually like the new version more than the original for the US. The Deathly Hallows looks really nice. And the Prisoner of Azkaban is really pretty too. This one is so far probably my favorite. Yeah, I'm impressed with that one.
10 Flying Thestrals out of 10.
Spain. Okay, I will say, as a kid, I would have been drawn to these books because it looks like a kid. The cover art is kind of like cartoonish, so I like that. I will say though, the kind of like drops for me, like after The Prisoner of Azkaban, I think the rest of the art I'm not a fan of, but the first 3 are great.
Looking back on these now, I actually think that the Goblet of Fire wasn't bad. I think the first 4 were pretty good.
Salamandra is a publishing house from Spain that released these Harry Potter book covers. We found out that the artist Dolores Avendaño from Argentina illustrated all 7 books. Latin America also chose to publish these editions. As a fun fact, in the Spanish edition, Neville's pet Trevor is a turtle and not a toad. Interesting.
5 Trevor Turtles out of 10.
Okay, France. Oh, whoa, these are bringing back some memories. Weird. I totally forgot about these ones. You guys know I'm Canadian. The first Harry Potter books that I have seen, the ones that I've owned, were in English, but I grew up in French school. So when these books were out, these were the covers I was actually seeing first, at least the first few. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone looks very familiar to me, but it kind of just like erased out of my mind. I will say I was more drawn to these, like to this cover art when I was little than the English one. I didn't even really clue in that they were the same books. What I do also like about the first book cover art for the French version is the fact that you actually know, okay, so there's gonna be like witches and wizards, like they're all wearing those like witchy hats. Yeah, that's what I like about it, because you can't really tell when you look at the original English cover art, like you don't really know what it's gonna be about. So I like that the French one has a pretty obvious tell that it's gonna be about witches and wizards.
7 nostalgic witch hats out of 10.
Germany. So I already saw these covers yesterday because Sebastian desperately wanted to show me. They're very quirky. It definitely has a very unique style. I think that the background art is really nice. Like, I think what's going on in the background does tell the story, but I really don't like the fact that there's always this weird looking caricature-y Harry Potter at the like foreground. It just looks really awkward and weird, and he always has like a really strange expression. One of his eyebrows is like all the way up to his forehead. The German Harry Potter book cover edition is designed by Sabine Wilharm. The very first interesting thing about this version is the fact that they wrote J.K. Rowling's full name on the covers. Did they? Oh, they did. It's Joanne K. Rowling on the covers. I didn't catch that, but on some versions it does say J.K. Rowling. So they must have changed it for some of them, or at some point. But anyways.
3 creepy Harry Potter floating heads.
Okay, Italy. Okay, right away, Italy looks very different from the rest of them. I actually really like. I think it's very cute. I like things that's a little bit more quirky and cute. It's definitely charming. He has like a hat of a rat on his head.
5 rat hats out of 10.
Ukraine. Ukraine looks very interesting. It is very colorful. That's something I like about these particular book covers, is the fact that they're very colorful. So they will catch your eye. Like right away I was like, oh, colorful. Ron low-key looks like Chucky, the doll. Goblet of Fire is really good. It really tells a story of what goes on in that book in particular. So I would say that one's probably my favorite out of the bunch.
7 Chucky Weasleys out of 10.
Sweden. Okay, so this is what Sebastian showed me. It is definitely beautiful and detailed, and I really like this version.
Okay, can I just say that the Swedish book covers have a lot of scary elements to them?
Alvaro Tapia did the cover art for the Swedish edition.
9 terrifying Dementors out of 10.
Okay, these ones are interesting. I have never seen this version before. So we have Japan. I would say art-wise, I love it. Right away, Prisoner of Azkaban is my favorite. It looks so nice. Okay, so far, this one's probably my favorite. Besides, you know, the original version. I don't really know what these little books are. Oh, okay, that's why there were multiple cover art. Okay, it's because the editors decided to split the last 4 volumes into 2 volumes each. So that's why there's more books than there should be.
9 abstract Patronus stags.
This one's also another really nice one. This is the Chinese cover art for the Harry Potter books, and they're really nice. I will say I think I love the Chinese version more than the Japanese version, actually. I like that it's not extremely, there's a lot of color in this, but it's not so vibrant, but it does catch your eye. I like it. And I like that the background is very solid, so your eye goes immediately to what's actually happening in the little story. The Chinese Harry Potter publishers conducted a competition to find the perfect artist to do the covers for their translated edition. Whoever won that competition did a great job.
9.5 phoenixes out of 10.
Whoa, okay. So I was just scrolling through the article, and I land on the Finnish book cover, and I really don't know what's going on. Why is Harry's nose so big, and what in the world is behind him? That it looks like a sea monster. I don't even know which books these are. There's like this sea creature behind Harry is that Umbridge? I don't know. And also, why are there two characters here that look exactly like Harry? There's like two Harrys here, so I don't know. I really don't know what this is.
Oh, what the is that?
That's the Finnish
What
version.
the is this?
I know, that's what I was saying.
Is that Umbridge?
That's what I was trying to guess.
That's kind of how I imagined Umbridge when I read the book.
Really? Like a sea creature?
What the is this? Jesus Christ. What are these? They look the same.
And that's what I was saying. I was saying that this is like the same person.
It has to be the Order of the Phoenix, because there's Phoenix then.
Oh, okay.
1 sea creature Umbridge out of 10. Or perhaps 2 cloned Harry Potters out of 10. No, 3 abnormally large noses out of 10.
Okay, I think that's it for today. Thank you guys for joining me on this video. If there's a book cover that I haven't seen yet and you want me to see it, then just let me know in the comments section which book cover was your favorite. And if you guys like this video, don't forget to subscribe and give it a big old thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next one. Much love, guys. Bye.